Igor Tudor returns to Verona in charge of the Juventus side, desperate to once again mount a proper title challenge. 3 wins from 3 represent a perfect start for the Bianconeri, although 7 goals against in their last 2 games across all competitions have raised some eyebrows. Verona have only scored once in the league this season, though they did look very dangerous here against Cremonese on Monday, and in the front 2 of Giovanni and Gift Orban, they could cause problems for Tudor's side tonight. Saturday evening in a sweltering Bentegodi, we're just moments away from Verona-Juventus. They haven't had too much to shout about in the last 5 seasons, but Juventus know with victory tonight at the Bentegodi, they could go top for 48 hours at least, ahead of Napoli's game against Pisa on Monday. They will start as big favourites tonight against the Giallo-Blu. And the Bianconeri immediately on the front foot. Igor Tudor also showing the squad depth his team now possess, able to make 5 changes from the 4-4 draw against Dortmund, and still present a very potent lineup here at the Bentegodi. But there are some players that he's loath to do without. The likes of Kalulu, Kefren Turam and Yildiz. Plus Lloyd Kelly too, they are the ever-present. Sooner or later, Tudor's going to have to find a way to give them a rest as well. As it is, Bremer's been afforded a breather tonight, wrapping him up in cotton wool after return from that serious injury. João Mario. Vlahovic holding off Nelson, it's broken the way of Yildiz. João Mario in support, Yildiz. João Mario, fabulous challenge from Unai Nunez. That's why he's impressed already, the Basque defender, the early portion of this season. And he immediately seeks out Orban. Locatelli. Tudor was asked about the fact that his side conceded 3 times against Inter and 4 goals against Dortmund. Said you need to put it into context. Look at the strength of the opposition, ultimately the final scoreline as well. Locatelli stepping out. João Mario. Locatelli, Yildiz, João Mario. Didn't reach the Turk again. Locatelli tidies up, and Lloyd Kelly had a good starting position. That's what they call marcature preventive in Italy. Essentially preempting where the ball might go when you lose it, so as to quickly regain it. Conceicao, Yildiz, fair challenge from Serdar, and now an opportunity perhaps for Verona. Giovanni testing Kelly, who's pretty quick. Gatti's gone down after clashing with Gift Orban there. It was an attempted block from the Italy international, which is why the Nigerian striker gave as good as he got. Locatelli. João Mario looking to come to life in the attacking sense. Turam tempted. They've got numbers in the box here, Juventus. Conceicao still going. Chico Conceicao! Fit again and on the score sheet. You always sensed he was going to cut back inside, and once he was in a shooting position, it was just a case of hitting the target. The first meaningful contribution of the season for Francisco Conceicao. And Juventus have the lead early on here at the Bentegodi. Rode the challenge with Berned, easily away from Serdar. And then the ability just to fizz it into the corner past Montipo, who saw it late through the crowd of bodies. It didn't feature at all against Dortmund. He picked up that knock on international duty. Vlahovic now, looking for Conceicao, he couldn't find him. Cambiaso to Ram. Yildiz demanding the ball. He can curl them from there. Yildiz. And again. Yildiz. Vlahovic. Went down theatrically. Kelly, he's shown too much to Giovanni. Was that a foul by Kelly? It was, and that's why he's been booked. So now two of Juventus's back three have had their names taken. First Gatti, and now Kelly for overplaying. And now Tudor has said too much. Berned with the free kick. Di Gregorio beaten to it by Gatti. Another breakdown in communication in the Juventus defensive ranks. Still Koopmeiners continues to warm up. Bradaric with the long throw. That looked like handball by João Mario. Plenty of appeals from the Verona players because João Mario stuck out his left arm. He tried to head it and it seemed to land on his left forearm. Certainly one that is currently being reviewed by Gianluca Aureliano in Lisone. Yildiz meantime. Cambiaso takes it beyond the byline, and now the appeals will become more intense. Juventus gave away a penalty against Dortmund. Lloyd Kelly with a handball there. And watch João Mario here leaning into it, missing the ball. And I think that catches his arm. Just there. Antonio Rapuano is coming across. Verona potentially have a penalty on the way. Locatelli might have got in João Mario's way. That could be why he completely missed the ball. Also had Victor Nelson in his eye line just in front of him. But it catches the left arm of João Mario. It is in an unnatural position. Shades of Denzel Dumfries here against Udinese. And a reminder, the conversation that Antonio Rapuano is currently having with Gianluca Aureliano will be condensed via the loudspeaker if and when a VAR intervention is necessary. Here we go. Well, the news was broken there by the home crowd. Antonio Rapuano eventually drowned out here by the Bentegodi faithful. A clear handball is what he said from João Mario. And Juventus haven't been able to find a second goal. And this is why the penalty was given. And it's a change. Well, Giovanni was about to spot the ball. Instead, Gift Orban has been presented with the ball. It's Orban. Di Gregorio very nearly kept it out. But Verona do have their first home goal of the season, and it is the equalizer against Juventus. They knocked on the door repeatedly here on Monday against Cremonese. There was no way through, but Gift Orban celebrates his first goal as a Verona player. And as we approach the break here, the Giallo-Blu back on level terms. But only just. Di Gregorio, so frustrated, desperately unlucky, having got fingertips to it. And having pushed it against the crossbar, he hoped for the rub of the green instead. Fortune favours Verona on this occasion. Orban battling away with Gatti. This time he charged into the Juventus defender. That's with the elbow from Orban. Well, the referee has seen enough to deem it a yellow card. Had he not spotted it, it might have been the referee coming across. That's Sean Soliano, I think, who's been given a red card, the sporting director of Verona. It's going to be another battle for Juventus. It was all going so swimmingly when Chico Conceicao scored his first of the season early on, but Gift Orban from 12 yards got his first Verona goal to leave us with a level scoreline at the break. Someone needs to step up again for the Bianconeri in another game which has been up and down. Half-time score, Verona 1, Juventus 1. Confirmation, Locatelli has not re-emerged for the second half. Another opportunity for Copmenes. Started the last two games against Inter and Dortmund. He's yet to really make the splash that they had hoped for when he became a big money signing from Atalanta last summer. Maybe tonight could be the night with Juventus needing a goal. And Verona, as they did against Cremonese on Monday night, taking a leaf out of the Luis Enrique playbook. Straight into touch, almost like it's a game of rugby union. Nelson asking for a foul from Vlahovic, doesn't get the decision. Vlahovic, he's after this, he's got there too, and kicked behind by Monty Paul. Wonder whether he could have gone across goal, but finally Vlahovic latching on to some quick thinking from the captain. Yildiz to Ram, no foul on him. Serdar again, Orban. Juventus is struggling here, 3v3. Orban goes for goal himself, and Di Gregorio helps it over the top. Verona looked really dangerous on the counter. Had that been either side of the goalkeeper, then we might have been looking at the turnaround. Orban carrying it 50 yards. And it's a smart stop from Di Gregorio. Yildiz with the set piece. Kelly tried to meet it. Adzic He tries it again. Straight at Montipò. Easy for Belgali to intercept. Sar's on the move. Belgali with the skill. Orban in support. It's through to him. Just slightly overhit. Now Bradaric joining in. It's Orban! Not far away. He will continue to go close. Sent in by Fraser. Unai Nunez, and Serdar is there! Another goal from the captain to complete the turnaround. Fraser's corner, Unai Nunez with the header on, and there was Serdar who just wanted it more. Di Gregorio, I think, caught in the end by his own defender, Pierre Kalulu. But it's a valid goal, and it's another goal for Serdar, who scored that crucial one at the Castellani late on last season. His goal got them a point.
A seguito di revisione, il numero 8 del Verona si trova in posizione di fuori gioco. Decisione finale.
Serdar offside. The goal is ruled out. It remains one each. And it's a big let-off for Juventus. They did not defend that corner well. This is the open and shut case. Semi-automatic offside technology used there. That's why we didn't have an on-field review. Same two players over the free kick for Juventus. Yildiz with the ball in. Too high for Kelly on this occasion. Belgali, again, Koopmeiners is going to have to jockey, so too Gatti. Belgali looking for Orban. He'll get there ahead of Kalulu. Can he trick his way past him? It's Orban! A foot wide. Twice he's gone close. Castanos with the corner. Yildiz away. That's Fraser! Still there for Serdar. Credit to Di Gregorio for making the save. Fraser's cross. Sar attacked in! And he won the header as well. Verona continue to knock on the door. Lovely ball from Fraser. Sar got there ahead of Kelly, who wasn't aware there was even a player behind him. Taken short by Yildiz. João Mario. Yildiz delivers. Unai Nunez away. Agic. That's clever. Openda now. Pushed away by Montipò. And Nias should get it clear. That might be a corner. It's a goal kick. Surely the last touch was off Montipò. Yildiz. Openda standing up for David. They've let it bounce, and it very nearly went in. Cambiaso at the back stick. Verona not defending properly there. Nias for Sar. Nias again. 2 points dropped for Juventus at the Bentegodi. Paolo Zanetti's giallo-blu was superb throughout. Chico Conceicao scored earlier on, but the Bianconeri couldn't build on that. Undone by Gift Orban's penalty late on in the first half. In the second half, it was all the home side. Juventus lucky not to lose the game after Serdar's goal was ruled out for offside. Juventus don't make it 4 wins from 4 to start the season. And it is an opportunity for Napoli on Monday night against Pisa. It ends here. Verona 1, Juventus 1.